more time. I'm gonna give it right back, I promise. Give it to me. Jazari, come on, man. It's gonna be 2 seconds.
She wants JoJo to watch TV with her. So what? JoJo. Joseph. Go fix the TV for your sister and you'll come back.
You love them third too, man. You always
I'm almost done.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah. 10 I'll be done.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken very short. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He's streaming now if you want to get the insight on him.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 626! 319! 319!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That's fine.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
smoking this shit.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I mean, let's see if we can, if I don't get the line there, then I'm looking at a corner drag. If I don't hit the corner drag, then I'm looking at a motherfucker. I don't got to play it, so I got ABC.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
I mean, after the motherfucking, yeah, after the, like after the motherfucking draft, yeah, I might be really interested. I'm not a real speed, like, obsessive. I know it's a traffic and shit. I look at overall.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roll free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like...
You had to pull out of what? You had to pull out of a trade. Man, that's throwing, nigga, that's throwing salt, dog. You throwing salt in the game, pulling out trade and shit. All right, let's see. Yo, what's up? Yeah, they straight.
They discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
No, what Bama did, he didn't put the attributes up. He just posted his overall. That's what I went by, like 73. All right. But I wasn't on the game to look at the man. Man, who was this nigga? What's that, 94 what? B?
Now it's Martin. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Hold on, what 2018 year? What pick? Oh, okay. Fuck it.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
They gave him that catch. Come on now.
A first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Oh my goodness. I fucking know that's a dumb fucking catch.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
How tall is he?
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
How much he weigh? Oh boy, nigga, hey, I was gonna say, I was gonna send you. I'm gonna see you all 3 second rounds I had.
Now a first down
I got 2
carry.
seconds, 2/3, and my
They'll
number
get
one,
this one up to the 26.
and my number 1 overall pick.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Nigga,
In this
did you not
case,
see
it's
my record?
dust-covered
I got a
pellets.
picture,
It's
see.
no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I got top 1, nigga. I'm the 1
He's going to
percentile.
float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, man.
Nigga,
Brandon,
hey,
not
they
a
have to
real good
finesse
throw
my
that time.
answer off
It
towards
looked
the
like he
end.
tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one.
Just wait it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
26. Inside. Luka Jason.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he's going backwards. It's caught outright by Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
13. 95, 56, 95, 56.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
4 down, check, 4 down, 36, 36. All right, 2.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
4 down, check, over.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Easy, kill.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get set. Monday. Here we go. Kill. Under. 11. Check, 53, 5. 11.
He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
11. Wait, set.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Martin will return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but Very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, kill. 21. Open. 12. Wait, set.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
4 down. 11.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking deep for Adams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And here's Marshall. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the clock. Now the ball comes loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a play fake. Brees. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Ready. You ready? Got it. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Wait a second.
Shotgun now for Brees. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
12.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Being chased out left. Hard throw, incomplete.
But we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Under.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Saints on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. Breeze. He'll buy some time right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brandon Graham with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
This is Marshall. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Over here. Inside.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Crowder. So that one will be accepted. Breeze now on first down. The quick hitter complete. It's Martin. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And on the ground they go with a running back. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Marshall, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's J.K. Scott now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Kill!
Back to throw. Quick hitch complete. It's Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Set. 11.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And that one is going to set the offense back. to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 30.